All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Dusty Suela, and I'm the owner and founder here at Panda Marie LLC. And I've owned this company now for a couple years, and I started this for many different reasons. I primarily offer holistic therapies, and I also do health coaching. I do craniosacral therapy, sound healing. I'm very active in yoga, teaching mindfulness and meditation. So this little workshop tonight, this little video tonight is all about mindfulness. So it is the end of August in 2020, and it has been a challenging year. Oh my goodness. So I am usually pretty good at not holding on to much stress, but I have just been, it's kind of been one thing after another. And I always try to think and try to keep that silver lining, but it could be a lot worse. And I know people have it worse, but it's just been challenging. So I've really turned a lot to some of the different things that I'm going to talk about tonight in this video that you can use, some really easy tools that you can use to become more mindful, to become a little happier in these difficult times. And then also, and they're tools that you can pass on to your spouses, to your family members, to your kids, to coworkers. And they're really, really just simple things that you can incorporate into your life. So my website is naturallyfeelingbetter.com, and I offer a lot of different things on my website, things to purchase, as well as you can always schedule and come in for a class or a one-on-one treatment. So I do a lot of energy work as well. Today, for instance, this week I've worked with a couple people because they've had TMJ. So I've helped them with some craniosacral therapy and sound healing to release that tension because they are so stressed and tense. But anyway, on my website, there's some of those different things. And I also am a health coach, and I offer help with helping people just live a healthy life naturally, free from food, drugs, alcohol, the addictions that sometimes we have. And anyway, it's all on my website. So I'm going to get started here. So one of the simple things that I recommend and that I do often is this little rubber band trick. So we have approximately 60 to 90,000 thoughts that come into our mind every day. And ironically, 90% of those things are typically the same as yesterday. So if you are somebody who's maybe really negative and were negative yesterday, you're probably, unless you make a conscious effort to change that, you may probably be negative again today. So in order to change some of those thoughts, we have to physically do that. So one of the things that I say all the time that I have and then talk about quite a bit is an affirmation. So I have these they're called scratch art, and they're little pieces of paper, like little note pieces of paper. And what you could do is write down your affirmation. So if you are not very happy right now, you can use your finger or fingernail or the top of a pen. I'm just going to use this. I am happy. So you can write on there, I am happy. And you can put this somewhere, maybe in your bathroom, hang it on the mirror, maybe a place that you can read it all the time. And throughout your day, to remember that I am statement, to incorporate it into your life. So the more you say that, the more you'll actually believe that. So, and it could be, if you're stressed or you're sad, or, do the opposite of those things. Or if you're, some of them that I've used in the past is I am grateful. I am present. So, because I think it's really important to be in this present moment and enjoy this present moment. So you use whatever I am statement that you like. You can get these little scratch art papers on Amazon, of course. They're really inexpensive, but they're great. You can change that up every week, daily, or for me, I have the I am statement and I stick with the same word throughout the entire year. This year, my word is clarity. I am clear. And it's been interesting because I've been able to, with quarantine, with being home, with I didn't have electricity for a while because of the storm here in town, and I was able to become very clear because everything was was cleared out of my way, with being home and not having electricity, and I was free from all those disturbances. So I'm able to become more clear in my life. Anyway, that I am statement, keep it handy and utilize that. So anytime throughout the day, if you are not happy, you can say to yourself, I am happy, or I am kind, or I am grateful. You get to choose. The next thing that I do, and we use this, so I talk about this quite a bit and I'm very transparent with my past. So I am in recovery, almost 6 years sober, thank the Lord. And one of the things that we did in my recovery was we wore a rubber band. And I also help teach people about pranayama, about breathing techniques, and changing your breathing to calm your mind and your body. So what I do with this rubber band is, and you can use any rubber band, a hair tie, or whatever you want, put it on your wrist. And anytime you are maybe thinking like, my life is horrible right now, or I'm struggling right now, or I need to make some changes, I need to look at things more clearly, or look at the bigger picture, whatever that may be, you simply just snap your wrist. Just, you can do it as hard as you want, I guess, but just snap the wrist, and then you take a big cleansing breath. So a cleansing breath, we start the breath down at your belly area. So imagining that breath down just below the belly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a big inhale. So we're going to bring that breath up into the heart center. Inhale a little bit more, bring it up into the throat, and then lengthen and lift all the way up through the crown. Bring that breath all the way up to the crown so your lungs are full. And then we're going to slowly exhale, releasing all the air, relaxing the shoulders, bringing that breath back down to the belly. So for me, depending on, say if I'm really upset about something, or I'm just a little irritated with something, sometimes I have to do this 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and I have to take those breaths. And what those breaths do is they help to relax your vagus nerve, which is just at the base of your skull, but it also helps just to relax your central nervous system. So breathing, also that little bit of pain can release some different endorphins to help you to just kind of bring it back to the present moment, and just clear the mind and take that breath. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is this little book. So I got this book actually a long time ago from a dear friend. Her name's Terry. It was back in 2014, and it's actually signed by the author, Mac Anderson. And anyway, this book is called Charging the Human Battery. And it has it has 50 different ways to motivate yourself. And I was reading through this. It's a great one just to pick up. And so this is number 10 in this book. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. And that's by Kierkegaard. And the little reading that goes along with this is understanding that we can control our destiny is key to our success in life. Simply put, when we decide how we want our life to be, we must take responsibility and move forward. Lance Webbles has captured the essence of the live life forward idea with these simple but powerful affirmations. So, affirmations that I am happy that I just talked about. From this moment forward, I stop the blame game and excuses. I am responsible for my life and for where I am today. I cannot blame the people and circumstances of my past, and I refuse to hide behind my past mistakes. From this moment forward, I take responsibility for my thoughts, beliefs, decisions, and actions. If I am unhappy with something in my life, the power to change lies within me. From this moment forward, I rid my soul of all bitterness, grudges, rage, and anger against others. I will forgive others and stop wasting my life by trying to get even. I will be kind and compassionate to others. From this moment forward, I will focus on knowing that what I desire in life and let it light a fire under me. I want to run through life with passion. So take a moment to write your own from this moment forward. It takes courage, but it can change your life. So that's something super simple. So I have here, to go along with this, number 10, ways to change your life, a little journal. So I get these at, you can get them at TJ Maxx, you can get them Target, whatever, online, Amazon. And these little journals, they're short little, just pieces of paper in here. Anyway, lined. I like how my pen writes on them. Anyway, I use these, and I have these little notebooks in my car. I have one next to my bed. I have one here at my office. I have one in my purse, and I have one in my work bag. I have like 5 or 6 of them floating around, because I also believe that it's very important to write down your ideas to manifest what you want. So with this, as I talk a little bit about these affirmations, you could start off with something as simple as I am happy. And then you can write down how you want to be happy. Like, what is it going to take for you to literally be happy? The things that make me happy are hanging out with my children, my husband, my dogs, a clean house. I love exercising. I love yoga. Those are the things that make me happy. To others, we all have different things that make us happy. So write those things down that really make you happy. And like I said, they're different for everybody. So anyway, journaling is very, very important to me. Writing things down. But you can even write from this moment forward what you want to change. It is completely up to you. And I say this all the time. To my children, I remind myself, but today is the first day of the rest of your life. So whatever you're wanting, go and do it. You only get one life. You only get really a chance at this. You're never too old, and it's never too late to make some changes in your life. And that can be, with your work, with your occupation. I'm in my 40s, and a couple years ago, I made this huge, huge change, and it took courage, and I was super scared. And what am I going to do if I don't make any money? So all these different things, but I had to make this step forward. And here I am today, still, owning your own business. It's hard work, but also I'm living my best life. I am the happiest. I'm super, super happy. I'm living my dream here. But if I would not have wrote those things down, I did that almost 5 years ago, and worked towards it, I wouldn't have them now today. The other thing that you can write down from this day forward, from this moment forward, with your health, what are you wanting to do? Do you want to exercise? I think sometimes we get so overwhelmed with the bigger picture, when really all you have to do is what you can do with today. And starting with those goals small. So it can be, today I'm going to work out for 5 minutes. Get on your elliptical, walk around the block. And also looking at it as a privilege that you're healthy enough that you can work out. I think we forget that, and we take advantage of that sometimes. So being active, and it doesn't have to be, you're going to have to go for a run or a 20-mile bike ride. You don't have to do that. Just do what you can today, and also make that exercise something that you enjoy. So I don't like to run. It hurts my body, literally. So I like step aerobics. That's kind of fun, but it also kind of hurts my back. So I've recently tried a new workout routine, and it's so fun. It's different every single time I go work out. I'm with a bunch of like-minded women who are kind of have similar goals in mind, but it also, a good friend of mine who challenges me goes to these as well. And I enjoy seeing her. I also enjoy a little competition. So find something that you enjoy rather than, doing a class that you just hate, or doing something that you just, really don't like, because you're not going to continue with that. Also with your health, what are you eating? We are what we eat. So, this last year, these last 9 months have been a challenge. So for me, I've had to really be aware of what I'm eating, because when I'm in kind of a slump, or I'm bored, or I justify I deserve this or that, I make bad choices. I love sweets. I love cake. I love donuts. And if they're not at my house, I don't eat them, but sometimes I buy them and then they're in my house. So with that, I go in a little bit of spurts, but I'm also very transparent with this, that I'm human and I do fall off track sometimes, but I also always get back up and restart and replan, which I have this week. One of the things with nutrition that I talk about a lot is fail to plan, plan to fail. So I have here, and I can post this, but it's really just a week in review, and you can write it in pencil because life changes sometimes, or even write option A and then option B. But, with that, you can plan out your week. So, if you don't like breakfast, don't write breakfast down. If you like a smoothie in the morning, great, but kind of plan it out so you know what you are going to eat. Also with school starting again in the fall, activities, they aren't as strenuous and crazy as typical. But still, it's really important to plan what you eat. Here we have lots of different options for some healthy options, but also I can give you lots of different options too. But also not to completely eliminate the things that you love. So if you like ice cream on occasion, or in the fall, I love caramel apples or apple crisp or pumpkin bars. I like those things, and I think it's important to have those, but not have a plate of those or a pan of those. Also, when it comes to your health, and setting these goals and writing these things down, it can come to your mental health as well. So do the things, surround yourself with the people that make you feel good about yourself and who you want to be like. So, or be around. They say you're most like the 4 or 5 people you hang around with the most. Another thing to write about is your relationships. So with your friends, with your spouse, with your kids, and maybe some things that you want to improve upon. So from this moment forward, I want to improve upon this relationship with my spouse. These are some goals that I want to do. I want to have maybe a weekly date night, or for me, when I sit down at night, one of the things I try to do, and I usually do this, is I put my phone away and try to give my husband my full attention, because otherwise I'm looking at my phone or looking at my laptop and I'm not giving him my full attention. So that was something that I had to write down and change going forward. So that's really, from this day forward, like I said, I just have this little journal, and, you can write those things down. From this day forward, I'm doing this. And you can choose those different topics, whether it's with your faith, your family, your relationships, your work, school goals, maybe classes, exercise, whatever you want to work on. So from this day forward is up to you. So that's really what I have for today, primarily. Just, this is a tough time. So I think it's in our lives once again, but also trying to look at that silver lining. This year has come with a lot of different struggles, but it's also had a lot of very positive things. I'm still healthy. I have my sobriety, which is 6 years and less than a month. And that to me is just a miracle, honestly. So writing down in your journal, you can do this as well, but keeping in mind and writing down the things that make you happy, the things that bring you joy, and the things that you're grateful for. We don't want to lose sight of those things. Once again, today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can do anything that you choose, anything that you set your mind to with a little bit of work, and it can be done. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Let me know if you have any questions about these little techniques that I've talked about, the little scratch art. Once again, you can get these on Amazon, and you can write little notes to your kids, your spouse, or to your coworkers on them. They're fun little notes. The rubber band trick, it can be a reminder to take a breath and give yourself some grace. This book, Charging the Human Battery, highly recommend this. The book, the 50 Ways to Motivate Yourself, and the one I talked about tonight is number 10. From this moment forward, what are you going to change from this moment forward? Lastly, having these little journals around in your office, in your school, or in your work bag, your purse, one in your car, because those little things that you might want to talk about, write about, it's important to have some paper close by. But from this day forward, you do what you want to do. This is your life, and it can be very awesome. So have a good night, everyone, and I will talk to you all soon. Once again, you can email me, dustysuela29@gmail.com. My website is naturallyfeelingbetter.com. You can also call the office here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 319-651-5689. I'll talk to you soon. One last thing. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.